Alright, these are the 10 of the greatest and most popular free quest games that you and your friends need to play this Christmas in this holiday season. This video is meant for people who just got a headset. At the end of the video, I have a game that is probably going to be the silliest and the hardest game you're ever going to play with your friends. Now, the first game we have is Population 1. What is Population 1? Population 1 is a battle royale where you and your friends land in an area on this map and you're just ultimately trying to be the last one standing. This is kind of like Fortnite if you played that before, or PUBG, or Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout. Anyways, there are tons of weapons. You can customize your character. There's a season pass that you can buy with real money to support the creators of this game to keep it popping. Overall, it's a really solid game and I recommend you guys try it out at least a couple times. Now, the next game we have is VR chat. Now, if you're a social butterfly, a social bee who likes to talk to a lot of people, then this game is for you. VR chat, you just join a world and you just talk to people. You go around, everybody has their own avatars. You can customize your own avatars as well. And then there are a bunch of worlds you can join that it's kind of like Roblox where you can just join. And then some of the worlds have mini games that you can play as well, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this game is just meant for just talking to people and being super social. But the next game that's just like it, targeted at a younger demographic, it's called Rec Room. Now, if you're younger, then this is probably where most of the younger VR players are going to be at. Rec Room is literally the same thing. It's a social game, but it's more focused on the game part. Like, there are a lot of maps that are mini games. There's parkour, there are obbies, tag, murder mystery. It's really just like Roblox. It's more Roblox than VR chat is. And this is, it's a solid game. But speaking of Roblox, the next game we have on this list is Roblox. Now, I know you guys have heard of Roblox and probably have played it on your PC or on your Xbox or on your phone. But now it's finally come to VR and it's really exactly the same thing as it is on every other device. The only difference is you get to play it in VR. Now, if you don't know what Roblox is, by this point, it's just a game where it's a social game where you join many worlds and all the different worlds and games that you join are all different. You can have obbies, tycoons, you can have simulators, you can literally do whatever you want in Roblox. It's crazy. Next game we have is called Untangled. Now, if you've ever wanted to be a superhero, I mean Spider-Man, The Flash, Superman, then this game is for you. In this game, you could be all three. You can run as fast as my subscribers because my subscribers are the fastest runners in the world. You can swing from building to building and you can actually fly around. Don't play this game if you do get motion sick really easily. And since this is basically your first time playing VR, you're most likely going to get motion sick. Honestly, this game is pretty cool. The only problem with this game is that the graphics are awful. So don't expect some S-tier graphics out of this game. The next game we have is Epic Roller Coasters. Now, this is motion sick madness. Now, this is a game where you're in a roller coaster and you get to pick your map and you just go along for the ride. In this game, the real cool part is that there are some maps that give you a weapon to shoot the targets while you guys go through the map. So you have to make sure you don't get motion sick and you hit all your targets to get the highest score possible. Honestly, this is a great game if you want to prank one of your parents or something. You put the headsets on their head and then make them play this game. They have no idea. They will not be able to get up or do anything because they're going to be so dizzy. Now, the next game we have is Aim XR. Now, this game replaces the OG game that I used to have on this list called Pavlov. That game costs money now. Aim XR is the next best thing. Now, it's pretty much the same thing. It's Call of Duty in VR. It's a shooter, multiple weapons. It's your team versus the other team. It's really simple, very easy to get into. Maybe it won't be easy to be good at, but my subscribers are good at everything, so it's all right. And yeah, this is the next best thing. It's a simple FPS game in VR. There's nothing more to it. Now, the next game, and if you love slashing and using swords and weapons, then Battle Talent Demo is the game for you. This game is kind of like Blade and Sorcery, where it's you and a bunch of other mobs, and your goal is to strike them down without dying yourself. Now, there are dungeons that you get to go through, or you can do a sandbox, but you got to do it in the paid version. But this demo will help you get into the game, lets you ease into the game before you decide to spend real serious cash on the real game. I don't know how much the real game costs, but it's on screen for you. Now, the next game we have is Yeep's Hide and Seek. Now, this game, it's in the title. It's a hide and seek game, but instead of using your joysticks to move, you have to use your arms, just like another game that I'm going to mention at the end of this video. Now, as a tagger, you have these darts that you can throw to tag people, but as the hiders, your job is to make sure you never get caught. You get to use like your best parkour skills ever on this game. There are tons of unlockable items you can use, like umbrellas, sticky bombs, and decoys, and a lot more. You can also build in this game like it's Fortnite. It's ridiculous. This game has so many features that you couldn't even imagine out of a simple hide and seek game. Now, finally, the game you've been waiting for, and I think this is the hardest game I've ever played, to be honest, and it's honestly really fun the first time playing it. It's called Gorilla Tag. Now, you probably know about this game already. Most likely, you might have heard it from your friends. It might be the reason why you bought the Quest, whether it be the Quest 2, the Quest 3, or the Quest 3S. Now, what is this game? This is a gorilla. It's in the name. It's Gorilla Tag. There's one gorilla, and he is meant to tag somebody else. Now, there are multiple game modes like Infection. There are multiple maps that you can find across. You know, if you go into a little tunnel, suddenly you're at like a port. I don't know. I've only played this game a couple times, but it's really high quality. The game is always going to be updated. It's very, very popular on the Quest, and it's very difficult because of one reason. You don't use your joysticks to move. It's just like Yeep's hide and seek, and you just simply use your arms to move, and you have to be careful because there are lots of dangers that can come. I know people who have completely destroyed their controllers because of this game. So if you're ever going to play this game, make sure you play in the middle of a shopping mall with nothing around, okay? That's the only way you're going to have fun playing this game and not break anything. Obviously, I'm joking, and yeah, you can play it at home, but just be careful. It's a very fun game. It might honestly start your obsession with VR and whatnot. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know.